So I would like to know from you, COVID-19 impact on Indian mothers. Dr. Daniel, please.
First of all, thank you so much for inviting me to this panel. And I congratulate the organizers for this topic because it's a very unique topic. You are recognizing the mothers who are always in the back curtain. Actually, their role most of the time goes neglected or rather taken for granted. And I being a cardiologist, I always compare mother to the heart. And without her, there seems to be no heart throb. So COVID-19, as you know, it has been an unprecedented shock to everyone and more so to the mothers. Mothers are supposed to be superheroes. And I feel this time also, this COVID has proved that mothers continue to be superheroes. And I feel in the war against an invisible enemy like COVID, the patience which has mothers got in abundance helped a lot. Multitasking, I think the greatest ability of any female and for a mother, that helped a lot in running the show during this crisis. And we have seen that about 7% of the world leaders, who being females, have outrun the show. They have successfully managed the show better than or equal to their male counterparts from different parts of the world, like our Shailaja teacher, our health minister from Kerala, and from Germany, from New Zealand, Angela Merkel and Jacinda Ardern, all have proved that women are superheroes during any crisis, even with a visible enemy or an invisible enemy. So women, being certain particular capabilities of women like emotional intelligence, their willingness to hear, listen others, their risk-averse nature, all helped a lot for the Indian women to tide over the crisis. And multiple unique issues have come up during this COVID crisis for women, which are very unexpected, rather very horrible feelings for many mothers. First of all, as Dr. Priyadarshini has mentioned, it's very difficult for them to engage the school-going children for the last 3.5 to 4 months. And it was very difficult for them. But I, being a mother of a grown-up children, I didn't have much problem. They were in their own world. But I found the patients and were complaining of how to engage these children for the next few 4 months. That's one of the biggest difficulty they faced. Another difficulty was to coordinate the kitchen work and the household chores, which many women find it very difficult. Some help which they were going to get from the housemaids are also deprived of during this COVID season, lockdown season. And the mothers are supposed to have Akshaya Patram, that is an inhospitable vessel for all the family members throughout the day. And at the same time, there were certain good effects of this COVID also. One is the lack of fast foods. The unavailability of fast foods have made the mother's kitchen more palatable for the children. And that's always definitely a good move. At the same time, women find it extremely difficult to tolerate these husbands who have to sit at home they were always outdoors and they will come back only at evening, but they will have to sit at home and they were all the more asking more attention, more demanding during this time. And they have to fulfill their demands also. But at the same time, it's encouraging that family bondage has definitely gone up during this time. And at the same time, domestic violence are also markedly increased during this time. And women find it extremely, another demand from the women was the extreme sexual demands of the husband, which they have to meet because they are also all sitting home. So they have to continue their household work, the extra demands of the husband. And for a matter of sake, we know even the extramarital relations have to be zeroed down during this COVID season. Other hurdle was the economic impact of the COVID on the family budget. Many women were finding it extremely difficult to meet both the ends meet, and especially the budget of mothers whose husbands were abroad. They had a very terrible time during this time, and the lack of raw materials, groceries, provision. So they have to make the menu from the available food, the available materials from the kitchen garden, and whatever available around the surroundings. And I, being a doctor, I found that many women are complaining of unnecessary anxiety, palpitation, chest heaviness during this period, thinking about the children abroad, thinking about their husbands abroad. Many have complained of sleeplessness. And as a cardiologist, I have found few patients coming with the rhythm disturbance, variation in the heart rhythm, and stress heart attack, what is called the external effect of heart attack during this time.
Okay, Ted. Yes, you want to say something? Yes.
Yeah, so there are so many issues, and I don't want to forget working mothers during this time, because we are all talking about the mothers sitting at home. There are a lot of mothers who had to struggle in this COVID time, especially the working mothers in the COVID war. You have to think about them, the doctors, the nurses, the ASHA workers. Their difficulties is uncountable, because they have to have the separation from the kids during the COVID time. Then they have to face the struggle of the working place with the PPE kits and the difficulties. Then the stigma of the society. Everything was horrible, and we can't forget many nurses who struggled. I think of our Lini's sister, who had been a martyr of Nipah outbreak in Kerala. There are so many working mothers like that also. Kudos to all mothers who stood the show. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Daniel, how has your work-life balance been affected since the lockdown?
That question, I being a cardiologist, I couldn't sit for a single day at home. I was continuously working all throughout the day, though the schedule has little bit changed. But for some solutions, let me put forward. One is, as Ms. Priyadarshini has just told, we have to inculcate the culture of finding time to ourselves. Being a working woman or a mother sitting at home, we always try to find time for others. But even if it is at 10 o'clock at night, try to do some exercise or some motivational feeling, so that we ourselves consider ourselves important. For females, it's the biggest problem. I am seeing so many patients sitting at home, ladies after 40s, they are worn out. They think they are only for the family. No, we are for ourselves, for first ourselves. Health is the most important factor. So whatever burden we are having, try to find some time for ourselves. Our Prime Minister itself has promoted the yoga. I feel we can sit at home and do yoga, maybe for few only postures. That will motivate the energy, increase the immunity of ourselves. And even if you have immunity only, then we can communicate to the family. That's one thing. And about the domestic violence, you should have the social security measures should be increased. Working mothers should have help from others, supporting system, so that they can find time for themselves and work for the society. So altogether, I feel whatever obstacles come in the way, the women will go forward. They will never give up. They will never lose hope. That is the quality of women. Thank you all for being in the panel. Thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity. Let me wind up from the program, because I have to continue working. Please excuse so that
we understand, doctor. All doctors are right now they are saving us, and you are one of them. So thank you very much, doctor, for joining us.